I stepped into the eerie silence of Ravenswood High, my heart racing with every creak of the old building. As a transfer student, I was eager to start fresh, but the whispers of the school's dark past lingered in my mind. My first day was a blur of new faces and confusing hallways, but it was the empty classroom at the end of the hall that caught my attention. The door was always closed, and the windows were boarded up from the inside. Curiosity got the better of me, and I pushed the door open. The air inside was thick with dust, and the desks were arranged in a strange circular pattern. In the center of the room, a single chair sat, facing a blackboard with a cryptic message. The truth is hidden in plain sight. I spun around, but I was alone. Suddenly, the lights flickered, and the message changed. Look again. I searched the room, but found nothing. As I turned to leave, I saw a figure standing in the doorway. Tall, imposing, and with eyes that seemed to bore into my soul. "Welcome to Ravenswood High," it said, its voice low and menacing. "You'll never leave." I tried to run, but my feet felt heavy, as if rooted to the spot. The figure vanished, leaving me shaken. Days passed, and strange occurrences piled up. Desks moved on their own, and disembodied whispers echoed through the hallways. I began to suspect that the school was haunted by a malevolent force. One night, I snuck back into the empty classroom, determined to uncover the truth. The message on the blackboard had changed again. The answer lies in the shadows. As I searched the room, I noticed something strange. The shadows on the walls seemed to move, twisting and writhing like living things. Suddenly, the lights died, plunging me into darkness. I heard footsteps, heavy and deliberate, coming from the shadows, and then everything went black. When I came to, I was lying in the school's infirmary, my head throbbing with pain. The principal stood over me, a look of concern etched on his face. "What happened?" I asked, my voice barely above a whisper. "You fell down the stairs," he replied. "You must have hit your head." But I knew the truth. I had uncovered a dark secret, one that Ravenswood High would stop at nothing to keep hidden. As I left the infirmary, I saw the figure standing in the shadows, watching me. I knew then that I was trapped in a living nightmare, and that the truth was more sinister than I could ever imagine. As I walked out of the infirmary, I noticed something strange. The hallways were empty, and the classrooms were dark. It was as if the school was abandoned, except for the figure watching me from the shadows. I tried to shake off the feeling of unease, telling myself it was just my imagination. But as I turned a corner, I saw a door that I had never noticed before. It was hidden behind a tapestry, and it looked old and worn. I pushed the door open, and a musty smell wafted out. Inside, I found a room filled with ancient artifacts and strange devices. It was as if I had stumbled into a museum of the occult. Suddenly, I heard a noise behind me. I turned to see the figure from the shadows standing in the doorway. Its eyes glowed with an otherworldly light, and I knew I was in grave danger. "Welcome to the heart of Ravenswood High," it said, its voice dripping with malevolence. "Here you will uncover the secrets of the damned." As I watched in horror, the figure began to change, its body contorting and twisting until it was no longer human. I tried to run, but my feet felt heavy, as if rooted to the spot. And then everything went black. When I came to, I was lying in my own bed, the morning sunlight streaming through the window. It was just a dream, I told myself. But as I looked around the room, I saw something that made my blood run cold. On the wall, in letters that seemed to pulse with a life of their own, was a message. "The secrets of Ravenswood High are not for the living." As I read the message, I felt a chill run down my spine. I knew then that I had to uncover the secrets of Ravenswood High, no matter the cost. I spent the next few days researching the school's history, poring over ancient texts, and talking to former students. And then, I stumbled upon a hidden diary belonging to a former student who had died under mysterious circumstances. The diary revealed a dark conspiracy involving the school's founders, who had made a pact with a malevolent entity to ensure the school's success. But at what cost? As I read the final entry, I heard a noise behind me. I turned to see the figure from the shadows standing in the doorway, its eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. "You shouldn't have read that," it said, its voice dripping with malevolence. And then, everything went black. When I came to, I was standing in the school's auditorium, surrounded by the students and faculty. but something was off. They were all staring at me with blank eyes, their skin gray and decaying. "Welcome to the Eternal Assembly," the figure said, its voice booming through the auditorium. "Here you will remain forever, trapped in the abyss of Ravenswood High." As I watched in horror, the students and faculty began to change, their bodies contorting and twisting until they were no longer human. And then I realized that I was the only one left, the last survivor of Ravenswood High. But as I turned to run, I saw that the doors were sealed and the windows refused to budge. I was trapped. And then everything went black, forever. As I succumbed to the darkness, I realized that I was not alone. The spirits of the former students trapped in the abyss of Ravenswood High surrounded me. Their whispers echoed in my mind, a chilling reminder of the school's dark legacy. And then I saw her. Amelia, the student who had written the diary, stood before me. "I tried to warn you," she said, her voice barely above a whisper, "but you didn't listen." I tried to speak, but my voice was silenced by some unseen force. Amelia's eyes filled with tears. "Now, you'll never leave." As the darkness closed in, I knew I was doomed to roam the halls of Ravenswood High forever, trapped in a living nightmare. But then, a glimmer of hope appeared, a faint light, shining in the distance. Amelia's eyes locked onto mine. "The truth can set you free," she whispered. With newfound determination, I reached out towards the light, and everything went white.
I hope you enjoyed the story. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to stay updated. Share this video with your friends and family to spread the word. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more.